dismissing fear as irrational instead of listening to its wisdom, right? That avoiding slowing down to feel the body and to communicate with it because the emotions are scary.
That is where I really use the tools, the regulation tools, the neurosomatic tools to create space between the sensation and the action, right? So, different practices, maybe EFT tapping or working with my cranial nerves or any of my high payoff tools, working with my vagus nerve for parasympathetic activation, doing tools that help to re engage my prefrontal cortex so that I can start to differentiate between real versus perceived threat and I can start to respond with clarity instead of that automatic escape. So, like, what that looks like for me is I still feel the flight response sometimes, but I have more of a pause around it. And there are times where I still need to step out of a situation, but say I'm like in conflict with my partner, I can say, I need to take a walk, but I am coming back and we'll talk about this. And I can move through it very differently. And I can recognize when I'm going into patterns of overworking or overdoing. And I can pause and think, is there an emotion under here? Is there something that I need to process? Does my system need some help with modulation? And I can repattern that way instead of subconsciously going into the behaviors and never knowing that there's something else going on under there.
Yeah, because the thing is that fear isn't going anywhere and there's a real cost to suppressing